makers of Chase and Sanborn Coffee, blenders and roasters of fine coffee since 1864, present Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, Ray Noble and his orchestra, and our guest, Edward Everett Horton.
Did you hear that, Bergen? Did you hear what he said?
Did I hear what, Charlie?
Edward Everett Horton's going to be here?
Yes.
Why does he have to come here for anyway?
Well, what do you expect?
Huh?
I've been avoiding him, all week.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to have to face it sometime, Charlie, so I might just as well do it today.
Yeah. What's he so burned up about? It all happened just because my kangaroo got loose and ruined his garden?
Well, that's it, yes.
Well, I couldn't help that. She didn't know better.
Yeah, Charlie. But Mr. Horton has a very valuable garden.
Is that so?
Yes. You see, his garden is his pride and his joy.
Oh.
Yes. His garden is his baby.
Well, the kangaroo is my baby.
Yes.
Adopted, of course.
Yes. Charlie, I'm just a little bit tired of that Australian jumping jack of yours.
Now, that's no way to talk about Charmaine, Bergen. She's a very valuable animal, Charmaine is.
Charmaine.
Yeah.
Valuable.
That's right, yes.
What good is a kangaroo? Just an expense and a nuisance.
I wouldn't say that.
What good is she?
Well, I don't know. She can come in awfully handy.
Yes, doing what?
Well, I can train her to carry my books to school in her pouch.
In her pouch, yes.
We could use her for a portable ashtray.
Oh, no. That's ridiculous.
Might even teach her to be a car hop.
A car hop, yeah. Well, that doesn't repair the damage she did to Mr. Horton's garden.
Well,
I have a suggestion, Edgar.
Yes?
If you'll just explain to Mr. Horton.
Now, don't give me any of your help, Ray.
Yes, but...
If it hadn't been for you and your Australian friends, we wouldn't have that kangaroo on our hands now.
Yes, but Edgar...
I don't care, yes. Why don't you keep that kangaroo yourself instead of palming him off on Charlie?
Well, I just couldn't keep the kangaroo at my place.
Well, why?
Well, you don't know how jealous Olivia is.
Oh, you mean your wife?
Oh, no. Myrtle's my wife.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry. Olivia's my pet ostrich.
Your ostrich?
sure, why not?
She's quite a problem, Edgar. She's awfully high-strung.
You mean she's temperamental, huh?
Oh, yes, she's terribly sulky. Just buries her head in the sandbox.
Your wife?
No.
My ostrich.
Oh, the ostrich,
Of course, yes. Why, only this morning we had quite an argument.
Oh.
Yes. Now, when I leave the house, I walk out backwards.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, I'm afraid of getting kicked.
Oh, I see. By whom, the ostrich or your wife?
Oh, both old boys.
Oh,
he's in a tight spot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be interested in giving her away?
Now, wait a minute, Charlie. We're not going to have an ostrich on our hands.
Oh, I see.
Now, that isn't solving our problem either. I'm still plenty in trouble with that Mr. Horton,
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do about it, Bergen?
Well, I guess the best thing to do is to apologize.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little bit embarrassed, for having avoided him all week.
I don't blame you. Mr. Bergen, you have acted shamefully.
Yes, I'm afraid I'm just a cad.
Cad?
Yes.
That makes me a caddy.
Well, never mind that, young man. Now, when Mr. Horton gets here...
I know. I'll tell him you're not at home like I've been doing all week.
No, but we can't keep that up.
We can't.
No. Charlie, we'll just have to face it and tell the truth.
The what?
The truth.
Oh, that old thing.
Yes. You see, Charlie, the mess we're in now only proves the old saying that for every lie you tell, you have to invent 20 more.
20 more?
Yes.
Well, I think I'm the guy that can do it, too.
You certainly are. Don't you ever get the impulse to dispense with lying?
Yes.
You do?
Mm-hmm. But I usually manage to fight it off.
Yes. Well, why?
I don't know. The truth and I just don't get along. Incompatibility is quite a scandal.
Yes. But, Charlie, you must force yourself to tell the truth.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Yeah. I asked you first.
Yes, I know. Because the truth is beautiful.
It is?
Yes.
Beautiful?
That's what it is.
Ain't I ugly?
Yes. See, Charlie, it's wrong to tell a lie, even a white lie.
Oh, I don't bother with those white lies. Mine are all in Technicolor.
Yes, I know. Why, Charlie, don't you know there's even honor among thieves?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're just as bad as other people.
You do? Well, just the same, it pays to be truthful.
Yeah?
Do you know how to make people look up to you?
Well, live on a hill?
No.
I give up.
By telling the truth.
Oh, we're back to that darn thing.
Yes. Men have become famous for telling the truth.
Yeah?
Famous men make a habit of it.
Yeah, well, let them stick to their racket and I'll stick to mine. Somebody find
Well,
me
it's
phone.
a great day, Charlie.
If you don't mind, please, no weather reports, Mr.
Oh, well,
Twist.
wait, I don't mean the weather, Charlie. It's a
Oh.
great day for Chase and Sanborn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look at that grin on Earl Ross's face.
Yeah, they're right. Have we copped another chopper, Coben Quad? How am I doing, Professor? Did you get that Coben Glot? Did you get
Your
that?
coffee talk is perfect, Charlie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But what am I saying?
You said that Chase and Sanborn are buying those rare Coban coffees from the mountains of Guatemala.
To blend with the Madelons and fancy old crop Morris.
Yes, those are all fine coffees, famous for their flavor.
In fact, those are the coffees that make Chase and Sanborn truly a man's coffee.
That's a good name for it, Buddy Twist. The rich, new, full-bodied Chase and Sanborn blend that grocers are selling right now is a man's coffee.
And the beauty of it is that ladies go for a man's coffee, too.
And why not? They get finer flavor and more of it.
And yet, the price remains reasonable as always. Now, folks, if you haven't tasted Chase and Sanborn very lately, you can't possibly know just how delicious it is now. Our experts have set out to blend for you the finest coffee you've ever tasted. Now, we think they've succeeded as never before in our history. So get some right away and try it. Ask for Chase and Sanborn coffee now.
Hello? Yes, this is Bud Abbott. Oh, hello, Uncle Hugo. Hello. Yes, Uncle Hugo. Why, yes, I'll tell Costello as soon as he comes in. Goodbye, Uncle Hugo.
Hey, Everett! Hey, Tilly Murray!
Hey.
McCarthy!
Just a minute. Costello, please. I just had a call from my uncle.
Oh, good.
You know, he runs a tailoring and cleaning shop, and he wants you to go to work for him.
Oh, swell.
Now, you go over there and ask for my uncle.
Okay, I go and ask for your uncle. Now, what's his name?
You go, ask for him.
I'm going to go, but who do I ask for?
You go.
Look, Abbott, I'm going to go, but I got to ask for somebody.
I told you to see my uncle.
Your uncle what?
Not what, you go.
Abbott, I'm telling you for the last time. Now, what's your uncle's name?
You go.
All right, let's both go. We'll both go over. Now, what's your uncle's first name?
I told you. You go.
You're an independent sort of guy, ain't you? You don't want to give me no information whatsoever. Why don't you go by yourself?
Why should I go?
You go.
That's who you asked for.
Who?
You go.
Oh, come on, what is?
What's the matter with you?
Look, who's out first?
No, let's not go into that. None of that.
Well, you get me all mixed up.
What do you mean mixed up?
Look, now what's your uncle's last name?
Guess it.
Why should I?
Why should you what?
Guess his name.
I didn't tell you to guess his name.
Did you tell me his name was Hugo?
Yes.
And then I asked you his last name is?
I said guess it.
That's what I thought you said.
Well,
Is it McCarthy?
no.
Is it Murray?
No.
Sherman?
No.
Rappaport?
No.
That's all I can guess.
Costello, look, I'm telling you for the last time, you go guess it. You understand now? You go guess it.
You go jump in a lake.
Now, listen to me.
I ain't got no time for pals around with you,
Never mind that. I don't care whether you go to work for my uncle or not. But anyway, here's his card. Call him up.
Okay, I'll call him up, and I won't ask you. I'll ask him his name.
All right.
Is this the card?
Yes.
This is sure a funny phone number.
What do you mean?
Established. 1903.
No, don't be so. That isn't a phone number.
It's got it right down the corner
Oh,
here.
that's the year he started in business. He founded it in 1903.
Oh, he founded the business? Who lost it?
Nobody lost.
Well, you say your uncle found it.
I said he founded it.
Can I help it if you don't speak good English?
Look,
He pounded it. He's the big dummy.
will you listen to
Pounded
me,
it.
please? My uncle...
You mean he finds it?
No, nothing of the kind. He founded the tailoring business. You understand that? He simply went out and founded it.
Oh, pounded it?
Founded it.
You got so many keys in it. Pounded it?
My keys are to use.
All right, as long as he pounded it. Where did he look?
He didn't look any place. It was there.
Well, if it was there, why was it lost?
It wasn't lost. He founded it.
How could anything be found if it wasn't lost?
Because there wasn't anything there till he founded it.
Founded it in what?
Never mind, the business.
Founded it the business?
Yes.
What business?
Look, he's making victory suits for men.
Oh, making victory suits for men.
And you're going to help him.
Ooh, you want me to help him make
That's
suits?
the idea.
Oh, boy, I'll help him.
That's fine.
Hey, Abbott,
What?
is it hard work to make a suit?
Oh, it's so-so.
Seems hard.
No, seems easy.
What seems easy?
Seems that you sew.
Who sews?
You sew. That's what you do. You sew and sew.
Don't you swear at me! Oh, you that kind of language with me!
Never mind that.
Don't call me names!
I'm talking about sewing seams.
Well, let's drop it.
Drop what?
The seam.
You can't drop the seams.
Why not?
The sleeves will fall off.
I was a fool to ask anyway.
You see, it's the seams that hold the sleeves off.
What sleeve?
The left one. Without the seam, the left sleeve will fall off.
What happens to the right sleeve?
It's left.
You just said the left sleeve fell off.
That's right.
What's right?
The left is right.
And the right is left?
Right.
Do you mind if I loosen my garters? It's getting stuffy in here.
Listen. If the left sleeve falls off, the right has to be left. Now, isn't that simple?
Seems simple.
Now you've got it.
Now what?
The seam. It all depends on the seam.
Well, I don't give a rip. I don't want to make any suits anyhow.
Now, well, maybe my uncle will give you something else.
Well, he'll have to give me something else to do because I'm not going to make no suit.
Oh, what would you like?
Well, maybe I could help him with a little cleaning.
No, he isn't cleaning tomorrow. I just talked to him on the phone. He said he's going to die tomorrow.
He's going to die tomorrow? Abbott, I didn't even know he was sick.
Why, he feels fine.
Well, you just said he was going to die.
Oh, he isn't dying today. He's dying tomorrow.
Oh, sort of a preview.
No.
Hey, you think we ought to go up and see him right away?
What for? He's sleeping now.
But you said he was dying.
I said he was dying tomorrow. He thinks Monday is a good day to die. He does all his dying on Monday.
Oh, it's nice to be able to pick your time.
That's the way my uncle has always worked. Clean on Saturday, die on Monday.
He'd be a lot cleaner if he died on Sunday.
No. He can die on Sunday. The union won't let him.
The union won't let him? You mean he's got to belong to a union so he can die?
And he's only allowed to die during working hours. If he dies after 6, that means time and a half for overtime.
You mean he gets paid for dying?
Oh, yes. It's piecework.
Oh, he dies a piece at a time.
Well, that's right. Now you're getting it. He starts with the pants.
He starts with a pen. He's probably ill by now.
What do you
we better
mean?
go to the hospital and see him.
Oh, he is in the hospital. He always dies in the sink.
Dying in the sink. What is he, a drip?
What are you...
Why does he die like everybody else? Why does he die in the hospital?
Can't die in the hospital.
Why not?
They have no dye.
You gotta have dye to die?
What do you mean you've got to have dye to die? Without dye, you can't die. You've got to have dye to die.
You gotta have dye to die.
Yeah,
He died, he died, he died.
All right, never mind, Costelli. You'll never be a businessman as long as you live.
I wish that one remark you never made. That last remark.
No, certainly not. Here's all these opportunities. You just throw them away with the wind. I don't.
No, I don't. Because
yeah.
I'm a pretty good businessman. But all that kind of talk you make in that language, you get me all mixed up.
What do you mean?
Who's on first? What's on second?
No, there's nothing wrong
Dying
with
tomorrow instead of today. I'm a bigger businessman than you
that.
are.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you something, Abbott.
What?
Just yesterday, I picked up something in the market.
Yeah.
And when I bought it, it was 52. And in 2 hours, it went up to 78.
Hey, wait a minute. Went up 26 points.
26 points in 2 hours.
Wait a minute. That's marvelous. Say, I'd like to get in on that. What did you buy?
A thermometer.
Ah!
Debussy in the noble manner takes on added charm as the sportsmen sing Beau Soir.
Now the river runs in the glow from the sunset, and the breeze sweetly ripples through the golden trees. Heed the voice in your heart that bids you to rejoice. Now, waste no taste of the joy life bestows. Make haste for the tide of youth to swiftly flow, and delight takes its flight upon the wings of love. And learn from the lonely road, now in the dusk is closing. Joy hastens fast. All seems marvelous.
Edgar.
Yes, buddy.
Edward Everett Horton is here.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Well, I guess we'll have to face it, Charlie. Show him in, buddy.
All right. Come right in, Mr. Horton.
You know, this is all your fault, Charlie. You and that Charmaine, that kangaroo of yours.
Oh. There you are.
Oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Horton. What can I do for you?
I am here to see a man about a kangaroo. And I do mean roo.
Well,
Did you say kangaroo?
I said it distinctly. Kangaroo. A large animal native of Australia with stringy legs, pouch pockets, and a pelt in the back.
Yes, it must be the same one.
yes, I'm sure it is.
Yes.
Mr. Horton, I think I can explain.
No explanation is necessary, Mr. Bergen. I am only interested in one thing, collecting damages.
Damages?
Ay.
I said damages. I presume you received the letter I wrote to about this whole affair?
Yes, I did. Yes.
You did? Yes. Well, come. What about it?
Well,
The letter was insulting and revolting. And besides that, your typewriter needs a new ribbon.
Now, you listen to me, young man. You have been annoying me constantly ever since you and Mr. Bergen moved in next door.
Well, Mr. Horton, can't we discuss this in a friendly way? After all, we're neighbors.
Yes. Unfortunately, we are.
Oh,
Our neighborhood used to be respectable until certain people moved in it.
Oh, now, don't be so sensitive about it. Everybody's getting used to you now, Mr. Horton.
Observations from you, young man, are entirely out of order. Entirely.
Mr. Horton, just what happened when the kangaroo got loose in your yard?
What happened?
Yes.
I'll tell you what happened. There I was, Mr. Bergen, out in my garden, nursing my nasturtiums, harvesting my hyacinths, potting my petunias.
Oh, I see. So you like gardening?
Like it?
Or you don't like it?
Gardening?
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, you do? Yes.
What a question.
Yes, it's restful,
Oh,
isn't it?
marvelous.
Yes.
It's really, but there's nothing like it. In all the world, there's nothing like it. I tell you, once you get out in your garden, Mr. Bergen, the cares of the whole world,
Yes.
they seem to what is the word? They
Well,
seem to, they disperse.
Yes.
Don't tell me. I know it's dispersed. Yes. It's botany, you know.
Yes,
Botany. It's my hobby. It's my hobby. Would you believe it, Mr. Bergen, that I am really a foster father to flora and fauna?
No.
Oh, that's lovely. I didn't even know you were married.
Now you listen to me, you mechanized piece of mahogany. You are not dealing with Horton the actor. You're dealing with Horton the horticulturalist.
Oh.
A man who is happiest when he is surrounded with flowers.
Did you say surrounded by flowers?
I said it.
That can be arranged too, Bud.
We'll have none of that.
He called me Bud. I'll never forgive him.
Just
Never.
ignore him, Mr. Horton. Just ignore him. Be above it.
Ignore him?
Yes.
Well, I'll try.
Yes.
I'll try it. I'll try it, Mr. Bergen. But it's not easy.
No,
It is not easy. Now, where was I?
Well, you were...
Don't tell me. I know where I was. I was in my garden when along came this galloping gargoyle. This knee-action gopher of yours.
Charmaine is her name.
I never want to hear the name. Don't talk to me.
That's the name.
Yes. Oh, what an experience. Oh, it was awful.
Oh.
Imagine me, Mr. Bergen, standing there with a kangaroo staring me in the face.
Oh, I see.
I think our poor kangaroo must have felt.
You know what I'm doing, Mr. Bergen?
No.
You know what I'm doing? I'm ignoring him.
Oh, splendid job.
It is not easy. It is not easy, but I'm doing it. Well, suddenly, this kangaroo pet of yours started to leap through the air like a bird.
Oh.
Why, it was most uncanny the way she'd sail, the way she'd...
Soar?
Darn right I am. Now, believe me, before I could say Solidago canadensis...
Solidago canadensis, what's that?
Well, that's goldenrod, Mr. Bergen.
goldenrod.
The lovely
Oh,
little
yes.
goldenrod grows in the meadows.
Yes, I haven't seen any of that.
Haven't you really?
No,
Yes,
no.
well, they do it better back east. The
Yes,
goldenrod is
they do it better,
They
yes.
do it much better there.
There's more there than there's here.
Yes, that is goldenrod.
I don't care for it.
Yes. Mhm. Well, before I could say the words, along came this perambulating pogo stick. Believe me, she trampled on my trifolium. She sat on my sativa. She turned up my tulips, and she ate all of my prize bulbs. Why, she is. What? She's a bulb snatcher. That's what she is.
Oh, well, what about your pansies?
My what?
Your pansies.
Well, luckily I hadn't taken them off the line. You know. Another thing, you know my onion patch, Mr. Bergen. You know that patch runs right along by your wall there.
I don't mind.
She ate every onion in them.
No.
Every onion.
Well, so what? My goodness, you make a fuss over nothing. So she ate your onions. So what? That's nothing so bad. is it?
Nothing. No. Just blew her breath in my face, that's all. Not only that, she sat and chewed with her mouth open.
Oh, well, now that is awful.
Worse than awful. Kangaroosome.
Yeah.
Why, believe me, she was so revolting, my sweet peas turned sour.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And my shrubbery.
And what about your strawberry?
Chewed wedges in the hedges.
Oh, well, and then what happened?
Then came the lawn.
She spared nothing.
She doesn't let any grass grow under her feet. No. Vegetables either. No.
After that, she dashed for the flower bed and she ate the border.
Was he paid up?
Now, will you...
Matter of fact, he owed 3 months back. We don't take in boarders. We don't do it, Mr. Bergen. We never did. We never did it at all. But believe me,
Condemned.
I could forgive her for what she did to my flower bed, but my poor victory garden.
Oh, and how is your victory garden?
Oh, she left it in utter defeat.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry.
utter, yes. Now, I tell you, Mr. Bergen, you will have to get that kangaroo out of the neighborhood. She is a menace to society.
Oh, since when are the Horton Society? John.
Go ahead, you impertinent little person. Go ahead. Have your quips. But you two will sing a different song in court.
But Mr. Horton, you're not going to sue.
I certainly am. I am indeed. I am. I'm going to sue you for maljurisprudence, ipso facto, status quo, habeas corpus.
And choice of 2 vegetables.
Mr. Horton, you can't do this. Surely we can make a settlement.
Yeah, how about a package of seeds, Mr. Horton?
A package of seeds.
Yes. After all, that's all you started with.
You're very funny, aren't you? The court will certainly appreciate your sense of humor.
Oh.
Well, I suppose it's your privilege to sue Mr. Horton, but after all, there's no law governing kangaroos, you know.
Is that so?
No.
Is that so?
There isn't.
Is that so? Yes, I suppose when a kangaroo won't get off your property. And when a kangaroo just sits there and sneers at you, that's all according to law.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it comes under squatter's rights. Oh, will you?
Nevertheless, I've advised my attorneys, Mr. Bergen. I advise them that the damage done to my property by your kangaroo amounts to $1,500.
$1,500? For what?
Why, my rare Lilium candidums alone are valued at $500.
Lilium candidums, what are they?
Sir, they are lilies to you.
Oh. What about your Synglosium amabile?
Synglosium amabile? What in heaven's name are they?
Forget-me-nuts to you.
Come on, gang, gather around. I want you to sample a man's coffee while it's hot. And, say, while we're at it, Mr. Noble, how about serving some to your guests, those flying students from South America who are here today?
Why, I'd be delighted to, buddy.
All right, you boys just sit as you were.
Well, it's no more than right, after all, is it?
How's that, Mr. Horton?
Well, they sent the coffee to us. I mean, after all, the least we can do is to send them a cup apiece. On my word.
Yes, boys, it's coffee from home. Notice the aroma, Mr. Horton?
I do. Why, it's wonderful, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful? It fills the whole room.
Yes, and plenty of good, lusty flavor, too. That's what men like. Well, Earl Ross will tell you...
Jason Sanborn supply more restaurants, hotels, and clubs than any other coffee roaster in the country.
Where men eat. Yes, Chase and Sanborn just naturally goes with thick steaks and deep, juicy apple pie.
That's how we learn to blend coffee for men. And, as it works out, the ladies prefer a man's coffee, too. To give you that fine, new flavor, full-bodied and tangy, we're buying the top of the crop from every coffee-producing country in this hemisphere.
And when it's blended by our experts, you get the grandest coffee you ever tasted. That's a big assertion, but you'll find that this blend lives up to it beyond your fondest expectations. That's just how good this coffee is. Buy Chase and Sanborn coffee now. Be with us again next Sunday when Charlie's guest will be Jane Withers. We'll all be up at the Naval Air Station at Alameda, California with the boys of Uncle Sam's Fighting Naval Air Corps. Charlie and the gang have a suggestion to make for this week especially. Yes, all over the United States and Canada, this week, May 4th to 10th, National Restaurant Week is being celebrated. This annual event reminds us all of the fine food and excellent service our restaurants provide the year round. So this week, enjoy the pleasures of dining out. Eat in your favorite restaurant during National Restaurant Week. The date again, May 4th to May 10th. This is Buddy Twist saying goodnight from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.